Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some monster news to talk about from a new comic book coming out this Pride month featuring two of our favorite couples, one of which is now the canonically confirmed to be together Toralei and Clawdeen. Yes, they are together in G1 lore. That is insane. And then we also have Kieran Valentine and Spelden. Spelden we had previously never seen before until now. That's very exciting. Then we also have new Skulllector listings for Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Garden Ghost designer doll. We have a first peek at season 2 with Jinafire G3 and more, so stay tuned and let's get into it. Okay, first up, we're getting a new Pride comic book based in G1 lore coming again this Pride month around the end of May, costing $5. It's going to be 40 pages long and it's going to have two main stories, one of which of course features Kieran Valentine and Spelden, who we have never seen before until now, and then the other one of course confirms that Toralei and Clawdeen are together in a relationship. Here we are at prhcomics.com. I have no idea about like where to get comics and stuff. Like I have no idea about comics and like where's the most efficient way to get comics. Again, no idea. But I guess this website has information on the new Monster High Pride 2024 comic book that actually apparently has two covers. So this is the main cover where we see Clawdeen and Toralei. They're officially canon in G1, not G3. This is G1. This is all just concerning G1. And then we also have a variant cover where we see Spelden and Kieran Valentine. So that's the additional cover that you might be able to get. Both covers are really fun. I don't know why they couldn't just like fit them both in. Also, if you notice, this art style and the one we just saw with Clawdeen, they're very different. Like the design is different. Like the aesthetic is much different. Like this is more like realistic proportions, and then the one for Kieran and Spelden is more like chibi, kind of like, you know, cutesy. So interesting. I'm thinking maybe that's because both stories that we know of, maybe there's more. I think that this comic will just entail these two main stories of these two couples, and I guess for each story they're gonna have their respective, you know, unique art style, so that makes sense. But they're both in the same comic, and I guess they're just called Pride 2024. So there we go. They're gonna come out apparently, I guess later, May this year, so that's very exciting. So let's see here. The cover A offer. I have no idea about who these people are. Maybe you recognize some of these names if you collect comic books, like My Little Pony. I've seen that they've done some work on My Little Pony, etc. But let's see. The price is very it's low. It's not very pricey, so I'm assuming that's because the it's 40 pages. So let's see. I assume that's because it's a short story. So it's not going to be a long story. It's going to be more shorter, on the shorter side. That's fine. I mean, as long as it's a good story, I think it doesn't matter. But let's see. And then so high goals, rainbow striped flags are flying everywhere, which must mean it's the best time of the year, Pride month. At Monster High, everyone belongs, and Pride month is a time to celebrate and show extra love to the LGBTQIA+ community. First, Hannah Templar, Cosmo Knights, and Shaban Keenan, Big Evil Energy, conjure a story about expectations and role models. Clawdeen and Toralei are claws over tails for each other, but their summer DIY project and a group of mischievous gnomes are threatening the ghouls' relationship. Okay. Meanwhile, Ghoulia is writing fanfiction and is on the verge of starting a shipping war. Okay, so I guess the Ghoulia story is like a B story plot in this story for where Clawdeen and Toralei are like working on this project. So that's fun. Then we have the second story, which is by Megan Brown, My Little Pony, Classics Reimagined, Little Fillies, and Bowen McCurdy, Spectre and Specters, brew a fantastic love story. Kieran Valentine thinks love sucks. He enlists the help of his very cute pathology partner, Spelden Caldronello. Yeah, Spelden is the brother of Castafierce, I believe, right? That's right. So yeah, that's really fun. We never saw Spelden previously. We only had like little bits of old artwork here and there. He was described in Kieran's diary, I believe, but he never appeared on any official, distribution. So this is the first time we're seeing Spelden like completely revealed officially. So to create a potion that will drain him of the feeling forever. But after spending time with Spelden, will he have the guts to follow through? So that is so cute. Okay, I love that story plot. Like Toralei, Clawdeen are working on a project that's very generic, but like Spelden helping out Kieran to suck out, like to create a potion where he doesn't feel love anymore, and then he falls in love with Spelden. Like what? That's just so cute. So let's see. That's so exciting. Okay, I know that there's like Monster High books. I know there's like Monster High comics. I don't collect neither. I have no knowledge of the Monster High comics or like how many there are or whatever. So this is really new to me. So yeah, this sounds so amazing, and like I hope the stories actually turn out well, because again, it's 40 pages. It's not a long comic. It doesn't seem to be a really long comic, and there's 2 stories in this one comic book. So I hope it's just done well, and I hope we get some really cute artwork, with all the comic strips, right? It's gonna be so fun to see official pictures where Toralei and Clawdeen are like together, and how did that happen? Like, who knows? Like, how did they get together? I mean, it's amazing, but like we need some explanation here as to how it happened and why, and like etc. Because fans have been very adamant about Clawdeen being gay, right? So she had canons, right? So fans have always thought that Clawdeen might be a lesbian or might be bisexual or etc. Or she might not even be attracted sexually to anyone, because we've never really seen her date. So her confirmed to be with Toralei is like a big thing, at least in G1. Again, this is G1, not G3. This is a big thing. So I really would love to see if they explain why they got together, because it's fun, but like I would love to know why. Like, what's the story? How did they get together? But otherwise, I mean, I love the Kieran and Kieran and Spelden. I love that story. It sounds really cute. So I can't wait to see like more images, and let's see like the full comic. Will I get it? I don't know. I don't know where to get comics, so I have no idea. But like, hopefully let's see some more soon. I'm interested, since now they're doing this Pride Month comic book for this year, if that means that they might be doing more comic books based in G1 lore, exploring more of the queer couples at Monster High for like other like next year's Pride Month, or like it doesn't even have to be Pride Month for them to release a G1 Monster High comic book that has some queer couples in it. Like, I don't think it has to be Pride Month for them to release this comic book. Obviously it's like more like it makes more sense, but like and I guess it sells more because Pride Month, like, oh yeah, it's like capitalism, but like I feel like they could also just release these comic books like any time of the year, and people would still love to see these stories told of these characters in a new way, new perspective, experiencing their sexuality in a different way, and like exploring like, oh, like they're not straight, like there's different types of sexualities, and like G1, I feel like they might be able to take that more in like an adult way. So I mean, since they're already doing like the alumni releases on Mattel Creations, like they're more collector level, they might as well turn G1 into like a fully blown adult version of Monster High with these more mature levels of storytelling, etc. So I feel like that would be really fun if they could do that for more comic books, and just in the future. Like, I think we would love to see that, right? Like I would love to see more stories told from characters' perspectives that are more mature, and perhaps again explore more LGBTQIA plus people and identities. Like, I just feel like that would be so it's important. It really is. And I feel like this is a really good first comic book to kind of like dip their toes in and like see how it does. I hope it does well. Next up, we have new listings for some of these collector releases coming this year, with first up the Creature from the Black Lagoon Collector doll. The listing was actually found on Amazon Australia, I believe. Usually collector dolls are exclusive to Mattel Creations. I don't remember the last time when this happened, when a Skeletor release, a listing was found for a doll like that on Amazon. So that's very shocking to me. Maybe that means that this release will be more accessible and it will not be exclusive to Mattel Creations. That would be very shocking to me. And apparently the release date is March, which is next month, in a couple weeks. That's insane. Hopefully that release date is just like a placeholder. But honestly, like, I don't know. I guess at the end of March, it could happen. Next up, we have also the same listing that was found on Amazon Australia for Monster High Lenore Loomington. This is the character, the new doll, part of the Garden Ghost designer series. Now the name reveal here is very revealing. It could be based on Edgar Allan Poe's poem that's also called Lenore, or it could be based on like a spider design. It could be, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't really know. But if it is based on like the Edgar Allan Poe poem, you know, based on Lenore, that same name, I feel like that's a good indicator, or it just could be like a coincidence. I don't know, but like the name is really cute, but I still have no clue like what she will look like design wise. And the price, don't worry, this is again Amazon Australia, so the price is different. I imagine she will not cost that much, or maybe like I don't think she would cost more than 100, hopefully. Next up, great news. Season 2 of Monster High G3's animated series will continue with season 2 in March. No date as to like specifically when it'll start airing again with new episodes, but March they'll start coming in again. That's already a great sign. I mean, that's in like a couple weeks. Again, that's so soon. And Chef Antenna, the showrunner, posted on Instagram, you know, she officially announced the season 2 date with this little sneak peek at some of the, you know, close-ups of the characters. So let's go through them one by one. At the very top left, we can see a new character who's called Foxford. Don't know who he is, but okay, looks cool. Looks like he's a werewolf or a werecat monster, some sorts. Then in the middle top row, we have Draculaura's Scared Eyes look. Then on the other corner on the right, we have Clawdeen, a close-up of a new outfit for Clawdeen. Not sure like if it'll be, from what I've seen, this is a new outfit for Clawdeen, but it's not going to be like a doll outfit for Clawdeen, like it's just for the series apparently. But so yeah, apparently the necklace is different, so very interesting. Then in the middle row, of course, we have Frankie on the far left. In the middle, we have Toralei, who's holding the Moonclaw necklace. She's also wearing a new top, so that's cool. On the far right, we have Venus, a close-up of her belt. Then on the bottom row, on the left corner, we have Jinafire, a close-up of her shirt, I believe. It looks very similar to what we saw her concept art looked like a long time ago when that leaked. I'm excited to see Jinafire, as she's gonna look so amazing. Then we have in the middle a close-up of Mercedes. Does she have a new outfit on? I don't know. The crown looks like it has pearls. Is that also on her normal outfit, or is this like a new look? I don't know. And then on the right corner, on the bottom, we have Claude Scared Eyes. So I guess even though some characters are not included in the doll lineup of the Scared Eyes theme in the animated series, there will be more characters that will be included in the adventure, which apparently will be also part of a new of a special with Jinafire with her family, and Venus will also appear in the Scared Eyes Island special. So yeah, that's very promising. Now humans and witchcraft are both allowed in Monster High. So in season 2, I guess we could perhaps see Jax and Jekyll show up because he's part human. That would be so awesome. Or, you know, Hold Tide, of course. Or maybe some other human characters, or also some witches. So that's going to be very interesting. And of course, apparently we're also missing some other characters like Caddy, who's not here in this little sneak peek lineup. And of course, we're also getting new characters called Whisker Beth and Whiskerine, who I guess are like werecats. No idea who those characters are, but what I do know for sure is that season 2 will have a lot of new characters. So that's returning from G1, and also like brand new characters. So that's very promising. And then of course we also have some more, a little tea from Chef Antenna on Twitter that she posted on. She replied to some comments, like for instance, like there's going to be more representation when it comes to LGBTQIA+. with more asexual, aromantic, and aro ace, perhaps. So there's going to be more representation in that front. So that's very promising. And then we're going to get more, visibly disabled characters. So that's also very interesting. Because we already have Finnegan, and we have Toralei. She has autism. So let's see. Let's get more people in here. More new characters as well, that have more disabilities. Because I feel like that's just great representation. And I feel like so far, Monster High season 1 did a really great job at representing a lot of a variety of different characters with different walks of life and just different sexualities, different personalities, and different body types, which is also important. So then we have more Manny and Skeleta episodes coming out. Also for Spectra, it'll be more Spectra focused. We'll have more insight into Toralei. It seems like they're just really fleshing out all the characters more, and not just the main characters, but also a lot of the background characters. So that's so fun. I'm excited to see season 2. It's gonna be a great time. Caddy, Jinafire are coming back. More other characters, I'm pretty sure. And Venus, I'm so excited. Paradise Island as well. What? Next up, there's going to be a digital event at Mattel Creations very soon on March, sometime around March 21st to March 22nd, where they're going to reveal new products, and they're going to, give us an insight into behind the scenes and designers ideas and the process, etc. So basically what you paid for with the fan club membership or the Barbie membership, but here it's for free, and they're doing it across all different brands. So interesting. Maybe they'll reveal a new Skeletor. I feel like that's very, very promising. Maybe they'll reveal other new dolls. I feel like that's gonna happen. Next up, we have some speculative tea on Monster High 3, the third live action movie installment in the series, that was shared to me by @Frankie here. Apparently it was a post shared by Todd Holland, the director from the 2 first movies, but I couldn't find a post, so I don't know if this is legit. I don't want to say it's real, because then if it doesn't turn out to be real, you're gonna be mad with me. So this is just some tea. It could be real, it could not be real. I think so far the 2 first movies did well enough, and I feel like the second one improved on the first one, so the third one is gonna happen for sure, and it just matters on this year, or would it happen next year? I'm not sure, but I feel like it could definitely happen this year. I feel like they're keeping it under wraps because they have maybe something big planned with the plot. I don't know, but I really hope we get to see the third movie come out this year, and I hope that this is true, even though I couldn't find it. But thank you again to Frankie for sharing this with me, because I couldn't find it anywhere else, and no one else is talking about it, so it might be fake or it might be not real, but I hope it's real. And lastly, let's talk about the recent mishap that was the Fangvo Jinafire doll. So she went up for pre-order 2 weeks ago, and at the beginning I feel like it went well. People were getting her or not. Me personally, I was tempted to get her, even though she's very expensive, including international shipping. But then people started to tell me that she is not available for international fans to purchase. And it gets even weirder, because then I saw on her description, on her listing, that they only listed specific countries where they are able to ship her to. Keep in mind, this doll will not ship out until next year. It's not gonna happen tomorrow. This is a pre-order window that they did with the last 2 weeks. They still have yet to make her. So for them to already list specific countries for a doll that they're going to ship out next year is bizarre to me. What? And of course, my country where I live, Switzerland, was not one of the few countries that they listed on the description. They said that they were only able to ship her out to, of course, US, Australia, then you have Canada, of course you also have UK and Germany, France, Italy, Mexico, Spain, but that's basically it. What? So yeah, this whole thing, what are they doing? Mattel, why are you so messy? Why are they only able to ship out this doll that's coming out next year, realistically speaking, to specific countries? It makes no sense to me. Especially because I was able to purchase items that were Mattel Creations exclusive, just like Jinafire here, last year, the Sugar Daddy Ken doll. I was able to get him on Mattel Creations. He shipped out to me, safe and sound. What about the weird Barbie doll that's supposed to ship out this year? What about the I Am Kind of hoodie Ken doll with the Ryan Gosling likeness face sculpt. What about those 2 dolls that were supposed to ship out to me this year? Are they no longer getting shipped out to me? Or is this just like a temporary issue that they're trying to fix? So yeah, I am very confused. I hope that they're still gonna ship to me, and this is just like a weird mess that happened with Jinafire, and it's just like a individual, issue that, it's not gonna happen for all items. So I can only hope, because like, what is happening with Mattel if this is like gonna be a temporary issue? Like, it makes no sense to me. Mattel is a huge company. You would think that they're able to ship these dolls out internationally to everyone. Like, come on. But that was the video. That was a lot to go through, so please let me know what you think down below. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today of the channel if you're able to support the channel. If not, that's okay. I'm just happy you're here. And of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the loyalty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.